Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat at ako po si Teacher Rocky and I would like to welcome you back sa ating channel. Ayan, yehey! Nakabalik na naman tayo after 1 week. Sorry na po, inabot ng ganong katagal. Hindi po ganong kadali buo ng ating RPMS portfolio, lalo na para sa ating mga highly proficient teacher. Pero dahil nabanggit ko na din, so ito pong ating video for today. Of course, katulad ng ating naipangako at katulad ng nakikita nyo sa title ng ating video, this is it, Pansit! Our RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers, complete with sample MOVs and annotations. Ayan, yung hinihintay nyo, yung nire-request nyo, yung mini-message nyo sa akin, eto na po, finally, nagkaroon na ng pagkakataon si Teacher Rocky. So, wag na nating patagalin, hayaan yung ipakita ko sa inyo ang ating nabuong sample RPMS portfolio for Master Teachers 1 to 4 na pwede nating i-share sa inyong lahat na nangangailangan ng sample to be your guide sa pagbuo ng sarili nyo pong mga RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers. Here we go! So this is our results-based performance management system for school year 2023 to 2024 for highly proficient teachers. Ito po ang ating nabuong portfolio at katulad po ng nakikita nyo, ang ating background or ating template is in blue color because this is for master teachers. Okay, so this is our front page. Nandyan yung ating title page, your name, you can include your principal's name as well, at ang syempre ang ating mga logos. And then, we'll proceed to the next page. The next page is the table of contents. Ito po ay hindi required sa ating RPMS portfolio, but I decided to include it as well para po sa pagre-review ng ating rater, madali niya pong mahanap or matrace yung mga required MOVs for each objective. Alright? So then, let's proceed to the next page, ang ating KRA1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy, Objective 1, 2, and 3. Katulad po ng sinasabi sa ating DepEd Memorandum number 008 Series of 2023, ang Objective 1, 2, and 3 is the same as Objective 1, 2, and 3 last school year. Ano po? Wala pong pinagkaiba yan. Ito po yung mga objective na na-retain from last school year to this current school year. Okay? So, let's proceed to Objective 1, Modeled Effective Applications of Content Knowledge within and across curriculum teaching areas. Ang ating means of verification po dito. Isang ating COT sa isinagawa nating classroom observation. For Objective 1, ito po ay nire-rate sa 4 na quarter. So, for each quarter na classroom observation po na ginawa natin, nire-rate po itong ating Objective 1, that is Classroom Observable Indicator number 1. So, kailangan i-attach natin ang ating 4 na rating sheet from quarter 1 to 3 para maging MOVs natin. At importante din para sa mga master teachers, kailangan po mag-attach tayo ng proof of attendance ng ating colleagues. So, every time po na magagawa tayo ng ating classroom observation, we have to make sure na meron tayong mga kasamahang guro na naroon, nanonood, because we should play as an example for them. Hindi po sila magre-rate, they will be there to observe, and we have to set examples for them to follow. Yun po yung importante nun. Ang proof of attendance po natin, pwede po itong attendance sheet or pictures po ng ating mga colleagues na naroon sila during our classroom observation. Okay? We'll proceed to Objective number 2. Ang Objective number 2 po is a non-classroom observable indicator. Evaluated with colleagues, the effectiveness of teaching strategies that promote learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. Dito po, ang hinahanap po sa atin for Objective number 2 ay importante po na maipakita natin na tayo ay nag-guide. Nag-guide natin ang ating mga kasamahang guro in planning for the effectiveness of teaching strategies na pwedeng mag-promote ng learners literacy in achievement. Learners' achievement in literacy and numeracy skill. Paano po natin ito maipapakita? makakakuha po tayo ng highest possible score dito kung makakapagpakita daw tayo ng MOB4. Ang MOB4 po is yung PMCF o yung Performance Monitoring and Coaching Form. Pag nag-attach po tayo ng isang PMCF po na isinagawa natin to any quarter sa isa lang pong PMCF, kailangan po may annotation po dyan highlighting na ang ating objective. Ano po? May kasama annotation yung PMCF. Pag nakapag-attach tayo ng isang PMCF, we'll get 5 points na po for the quality. And for the timeliness, kailangan po makapag-attach tayo ng mga MOBs for each quarter. Pero not necessarily each quarter should be a PMCF. Hindi po. Isang PMCF lang, meron na tayong 5 points for the quality. Sa timeliness, makakakuha tayo ng 5 points kung makapag-attach tayo ng any of the MOBs. So it could be another PMCF or a reflection notes from the teacher with proof of attendance, minutes or notes of the meeting, nagkaroon tayo ng meeting regarding this objective, and then we can also provide proof of attendance o kaya attendance sheet sa isinagawa nating meeting. Ano po? So yan po yung ating mga attachment. Ang ating po namang Objective 3 is another classroom observable indicator. Katulad po ng Objective 1, ito po ay nire-rate for each of the 4 quarters. So ang ating pong attachment ay ang ating COT for first, second, third, and fourth quarter para maipakita yung ating naging score. At importante din na mai-highlight natin na nag-note ang ating observer that we have the objective was met within the allotted time. Kasi doon po natin kukunin yung ating rating for efficiency. And another thing, yung ating proof of attendance of colleagues. So, 4 na quarter po yan. So, ayan na rin yung ating annotation. Then, we'll go to KRA2, Learning Environment and Diversity of Learners. So, that includes Objective 4, 5, and 6. Ito po ay halos puro mga classroom observable indicators po. So, ang ating attachment is our COT. For Objective 4 po, 2 COT rating sheet lang po ang ilalagay natin dito because this objective or this indicator is only rated during the first quarter and third quarter lang po. Ano po? Doon lang po to nire-rate ng ating observer. So, kasama yung comment ni observer whether or not we met the objective within the allotted time. At syempre, kasama yung ating proof of attendance ng ating colleagues. Ganun din po ang ating Objective 5, another classroom observable indicators rated only during first and third quarter lang po. So, parehas lang po. I-highlight lang natin ang ating score, naging score sa ating COT. And for Objective 6 po, ito po yung huling classroom observable indicator na nire-rate during first and third quarter. Ano po? Hanggang dyan lang po ang nire-rate during first and third quarter. Mula classroom observable indicator 1 up to 5. So, kasama din po, importante, may comment si observer that we have met the objective within the allotted time at yung, syempre, yung ating proof of attendance of colleagues. Then we'll go to KRA 3, Curriculum and Planning, which includes Objectives 7, 8, and 9. Objective 7 is another classroom observable indicator po. So, COT rating sheet pa rin po ang ilalagay natin dito, but this time, ang ilalagay na po natin is ang ating COT rating sheet during the second and fourth quarter. Kasi dito naman po sa mga quarter na to, nire-rate itong objective nito or this classroom observable indicator. Ano po? So, ayan, ipapakita natin yung ating COT for second and fourth quarter. May comment si observer that we have met the objective within the allotted time. At pagkatapos, meron din tayong proof of attendance ng ating colleagues. Ang atin naman pong Objective 9 is a non-classroom observable indicator. Modeled to colleagues the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies to cultivate a culture of excellence for all learners. Dito po ang hinihinging means of verification is at least one lesson plan TLP, DLL, WHP, WLP, WLL, lesson exemplar, and the likes, okay? So, kailangan lang po maipakita natin sa lesson plan na to na ang ating mga learning outcomes through the different part of our lessons are aligned sa ating learning competencies for that specific lesson. So, isang lesson plan po na nagpapatunay na ang bawat part ng ating lesson is aligned to the learning competency. Yun po yung importante. But, wait, there's more. Para po sa ating mga master teachers, kailangan din po itong mga lesson plan na i-attach natin dito ay na-demonstrate natin during LAC session. Ano po? So, kailangan nagkaroon tayo ng LAC session and we did a classroom demonstration using this lesson plan as attested by our LAC coordinator or the approving authority with proof of attendance of colleagues. Kailangan naroroon yung ating colleagues during our classroom demonstration. Kasi ang sabi sa Objective 9, modeled to colleagues. So, kailangan na i-model natin to, na i-demonstrate natin to. Ano po? And, for this objective, para makakuha tayo ng 5 points sa quality, kailangan daw, we have guided colleagues in planning for the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies as shown in the MOB submitted. So, hindi lang dapat tayo mag-attach ng lesson plan para makakuha ng 5 points. Kailangan mapatunayan din natin that we have guided our colleagues in the planning for setting these achievable outcomes, achievable and challenging outcomes. So, paano natin sila i-guide? Kailangan nakagawa tayo ng performance monitoring and coaching with our colleagues. Ano po? Kailangan maipakita natin na during PMCF, na-guide natin sila, natulungan natin sila. So, for the first quarter, meron akong attachment ng lesson plan na sa baba, nakalagay dyan, attested by the LAC coordinator to prove na ito ay na-demonstrate natin during a LAC session for the first quarter. Nag-attach na rin ako ng PMCF kung saan nagpapatunay na diniscuss namin during performance monitoring and coaching form itong objective na to, and I have guided my colleagues kung paano sila makakagawa nitong lesson plan na ganito. Alright? So, yun yung para makakuha ka ng 5 points. Isang ganyan lang naman ang kailangan. For the other quarters, kasi kailangan meron tayong MOBs across 4 quarters para makakuha tayo ng 5 points sa timeliness. So, para sa mga ibang quarter, sa mga susunod na quarter, okay na po yung meron tayong lesson plan na na-demonstrate natin during LAC session for each quarter. Tama po ang narinig nyo. Kada quarter po, kailangan may LAC session tayo at kailangan po ay nakapag-classroom demonstration tayo na ginamit natin itong mga lesson plan na to. Iyon po kasi ang magiging attachment natin. At kailangan may attestation. It was attested by our LAC coordinator o yung ating approving authority. Usually our principal po or our school head. Ayan po. So, hindi lang po lesson plan, kundi kailangan itong lesson plan na to ay na-demonstrate natin. Next one, we'll go to KRA 4, Assessment and Reporting. Objective 10, 11, and 12. Ang Objective 10 po natin is the last classroom observable indicator po natin. So, ang attachment natin dito is our COT rating sheet para sa second and fourth quarter kung saan dun lang po ni-rate itong objective na ito. So, katulad ng dati, kailangan merong comment si observer na ito ay na-met natin within the allotted time. At syempre, yung ating proof of attendance ng ating colleagues. So, for our Objective 11, mula po Objective 11 hanggang 15, these are all non-classroom observable indicators na po. Ano po? So, Objective 11, work collaboratively with colleagues to analyze and utilize assessment data to modify practice data and programs to further support learner progress and achievement. Kasi kailangan po ng ating mga proficient teachers that they would be able to analyze and utilize assessment data kung saan po hinahanap yung ating least mastered skills para makapag-come up sila sa enhancement activities or remedial para sa mga estudyante. Ngayon, ang papel nating mga master teacher is to work with them, to work collaboratively with them, guide them kung paano ito isasagawa. So, ang means of verification po natin is approved LAC or FGD plan. Nagkaroon tayo ng LAC plan and it was approved. Any proof of communication with colleagues. Nakapag-usap tayo sa mga ating colleagues. Nagtanong sila, ma'am, paano po yung ganito? Paano ko po gagamitin yung assessment data? Paano po ako magagawa ng enhancement activities? Through text or chat. Pwede na po natin yung proof. Number 3, any proof of collaborative review. For example, accomplishment report po ng learner assessment data, intervention materials developed to remediation, enhancement, and the enhancement or enrichment activities. Accomplishment report po nito. Next one, minutes of coaching and mentoring sessions, meetings, LAC, FGDs, session, or other collegial discussion. Minutes of the meeting po. Number 5, yung PMCF po natin with annotations highlighting the interpretation of monitoring and evaluation strategies of attainment data. Ano po? So, ito po ang ating attachment. So, for the first quarter, nag-attach po ako ng approved LAC plan. So, for example, nag-propose tayo ng LAC plan and it has been approved. Pwede po natin yung attachment. Sa second quarter, minutes of the meeting with proof of attendance. Second quarter, nag-meeting tayo tungkol dito sa plenano nating LAC session para sa objective na to. So, gawa tayo ng minutes of the meeting with proof of attendance. That will be our attachment. For the third and fourth quarter, ipapakita natin na nagkaroon tayo ng performance monitoring and coaching with our colleagues. Pag ang ating pong inattach na PMCF, kailangan po may kasamang annotation yan. Paano nyo po natulungan, paano na i-guide ang ating mga colleagues para sa objective na ito. So, ayan po ang inattach natin for the third and fourth quarter. And of course, our annotation for this objective. Next one, Objective 12, guided colleagues to strengthen relationships with parents, guardians, and the wider school community to maximize their involvement in the educative process. So, dito po, kailangan ma-guide natin ang ating mga kasamahang guro kung paano nila patitibayin ang kanilang relationship with our stakeholders, the parents, the guardians, and the wider school community. Ang means of verification po natin dito, proof of attendance na nagkaroon tayo ng coaching and mentoring session, meetings, LAC session, FGDs, and other collegial discussion. Ano po? Highlighting the objective. Kailangan yung attendance sheet natin, nakalagay doon na ito yung pinag-usapan natin during the meeting. Number 2, minutes or notes. Yung minutes of the meeting po, if we had this meeting, gawa natin yan ng minutes. Number 3, reflection notes of teachers. Nagkaroon kayo ng meeting na ipaliwanag mo sa teacher. Hingi ka na reflection note kay teacher. Ano yung reaction niya? And paano siya magre-reflect dun sa naisagawang meeting. At kailangan po may proof of attendance sa si teacher ay naroon during the meeting. And last one, the PMCF po with annotation. Pag maglalagay po tayo ng PMCF, kailangan may annotation kung paano natin naisagawa itong objective na ito. So, for this, sa first quarter, nag-attach na agad-agad ako ng PMCF with annotation. Okay? Highlighting the objective, first and second quarter. 5 points na po yun sa quality. Third and fourth quarter, attendance sheet na nagkaroon kayo ng meeting, highlighting the objective, pwede na po yan. Makapag-attach tayo across 4 quarters, that is 4 points for timeliness already. Okay? For our KRA 5, Objective 13 and 14, Personal Growth and Professional Development. Objective 13, contributed actively to professional networks within and between schools to improve knowledge and to enhance practice. Kailangan po mapatunayan natin na nagkaroon tayo ng active contribution sa mga professional networks. Nagbuo tayo nito mga professional networks para mag-offer ng mga learning sa ating mga colleagues to improve their knowledge and to enhance their practice within or within and between schools, okay? So, ang means of verification natin, nag-approve activity or project proposal, nagkaroon tayo ng project proposal and it has been approved para sa isang webinar, upskilling, retooling, training, or other seminar or workshop para tulungan ang ating mga colleagues. Number 2, approve activity project proposal for benchmarking or innovation with accomplishment report. Number 3, certificate of as contributor to LRMDS. Certificate of completion in a course or training. Nagkaroon tayo ng training kung saan meron pong required output at ito po ay na-implement natin sa ating paaralan. Ano po? Certificate of Recognition or Speakership in a webinar, retooling, upskilling, and other training. Any proof of participation in school LAC session, online or face-to-face, certified by the LAC coordinator. And the others, just please specify. So, for this objective po, ang ating pong naging attachment, first quarter, nag-attach po ako ng Certificate of Participation sa INSET or LAC session. Okay na po yan. Pwede na po yan. Nag-attend tayo ng INSET, meron tayong certificate, attachment na po yan. For the second quarter, ito po importante. Kasi dito po tayo makakuha ng 5 points. It doesn't necessarily mean na second quarter, kahit saang quarter po ito mag-fall ha. Kailangan po makapagpakita tayo that we have attended a training or a course kung saan ni-require tayo ng output during the training. May output requirement. Tapos, tong training na to ay nai-re-echo natin sa ating mga kasamahang guro within the school. Okay? So, nagkaroon tayo ng LAC session at dinamay natin ang buong paaralan, mga guro sa paaralan. At pinasa natin or rine-echo natin yung training na ating naisagawa. At pinagawa din natin sila ng output katulad ng ginawa natin during the training. Yung po importante para makakuha tayo ng 5 points sa quality. Sa timeliness, kahit ano pong MOBs, makapag-attach tayo for each quarter. 5 points na po yun sa timeliness. Okay? So, nag-attach ako dyan ng Certificate of Recognition na nag-speaker ka. Tapos, Certificate of Participation uli during fourth quarter naman na LAC session. Objective 14, initiated professional reflections and promote learning opportunities with colleagues to improve practice. So ito po, kailangan nakapag-initiate tayo. Tayo mismo yung nagsagawa, nag-initiate, nagpasimula ng professional reflection ng ating mga kasamahang guro. Ano po? To promote learning opportunities with colleagues to improve their practice. Ang means of verification po natin dito, proof of attendance, ang ating coaching and mentoring at kung ano pang mga collegial discussion, approved LAC plan, training matrix of LAC sessions, nag-propose tayo ng LAC session, may training matrix, attachment na po yan. Minutes ng ating mga collegial discussions, PMCF, personal note or reflection ng ating colleagues, yung naging reflection nila after we conducted the collegial discussion. So for this, nag-attach po ako first quarter. PMCF po, dito po hindi na po nang hingi sa Objective 14 ng annotation. Pag nag-attach ka ng PMCF, hindi mo na kailangan ng annotation. Hindi na po siya nang hingi. So nag-attach na po ako ng PMCF for the first and second quarter. And then third and fourth quarter, attendance po na let's say nagkaroon po kami ng meeting regarding this objective, tapos may attendance sheet ng ating mga kapwa guro. For objective 15 plus factor, ito po alam na natin to. Taon-taon po kasama po ito sa ating RPMS. So mag-attach lang tayo ng proof na we have performed various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching and learning process. Importante dito, may annotation po ang bawat attachment natin kung papaano itong activity na to ay nag-contribute to the teaching and learning practice. Ano po? So, yan na po ang ating RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers. Ano po? So, ayan po ang ating nabuong RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, available lang ang ating RPMS portfolio or ang ating RPMS 2024 package for master teachers po. Ayan po. Ang ating pong RPMS 2024 package for master teachers includes 20 files. Opo, 20 files po yan. Kasama na po dyan, syempre, itong ating SAT na template, na blank template po ito na gagamitin nyo para sa inyong SAT. At meron tayong sample na accomplish na SAT para mag-guide kayo kung paano i-accomplish ang self-assessment tool. Meron din tayong mid-year review form, template, blank template po yan. At syempre, ang ating mid-year review form na accomplish na as your example. We also have our IPCRF 2023 to 2024 for master teacher template, blank template po. Ito po, lahat po to ay automated po. Ano po? Nagko-compute na po ng kanya. You just have to fill in with information. So, ito po, meron tayong accomplish IPCRF na magpapakita ng sample sa inyo kung paano sagutan ang ating IPCRF. We also have our IPCRF development plan. Meron din tayong sample IPCRF development plan for phase 2, updated IPCRF development plan pa sa fourth quarter po ito. And then ang ating attachment para sa mga objective po na nanghihingi sa mga objective natin na non-classroom observable indicator. Ano po? So, objective 2, ayan po ang ating attachment, PMCF, attendance sheet, reflection notes, and minutes of the meeting. Tapos, para sa objective 9, meron tayong PMCF for the first quarter, at saka yung mga sample lesson plan po natin para sa bawat quarter. Meron po tayong Objective 11 PMCF at saka yung iba pang attachment sa Objective 11 in Microsoft Word. And then we also have Objective 12 attachment. We also have Objective 13 attachment, Objective 14 attachment, Objective 15 attachment, at syempre yung ating completed RPMS portfolio for Master Teacher 1 to 4. Kompleto na po yan. Kompleto na po ang sahog. Wala na po kayong hihilingin pa. Ano po? Linagay ko na po yan sa isang RPMS 2024 package for a highly proficient teacher. Lahat ng kakailanganin nyo. All in one. Kaya ano pa po ang hinihintay nyo? Paano mag-request ng ating RPMS 2024 package para sa ating highly proficient teachers? You just have to visit our Teacher Rocky Facebook page. Don't forget to follow na din po ang ating Facebook page. At syempre, you have to message po Teacher Rocky that you want to request for it para ma-send ko po sa inyo ang instruction. Importante po that you are a subscriber for this channel. Syempre, ang binibigyan lang po natin ng opportunity para sa mga pinagpagura nating mga template ay ang ating mga subscribers. Ano po? So, make sure that you like this video and you have subscribed to this channel at pakipindot na din po ang notification bell para po lagi kayong updated sa mga bago nating video kasi sa mga susunod na video natin, ipapaliwanag po natin isa-isa ang nilalaman ng ating portfolio. Per objective, paano mag-accomplish ng SAT, major review form, IPCRF template, at lahat-lahat po yan. Ano po, marami pa tayong video parating, kaya watch out for it. So you have to make sure that you hit that notification bell. Maraming salamat po. I will see you again on our next video. And let us always be a blessing to everyone. Bye-bye!